And so good evening and welcome to Scare Tour's Sunday Synopsis for Sunday, February 2020. As usual, we have a ton of great news and content for you this week, so stay with us for the next 5 minutes or so and we will run through everything that's happened this week. First up, Farmageddon launched their new website, which has confirmed a brand new attraction, The Uprising. When we first heard about this, we thought it may have been a replacement for Zombie Outlaw, but this new attraction sits alongside Zombie Outlaw, Contagion, Meat Locker and Beast of Hell. The blurb for the attraction states, "For the past 7 decades, an underground militia has been gathering its reserves to strive once again for world domination and to create a superhuman race. Your mission is to stop this at all costs. Immoral scientists are using evolution against us. Do you have what it takes to lead the resistance? Through laboratories and via inhumane militant training methods, evil is manufactured on an awesome scale. Can you avoid capture? Will you make it through training and join the resistance? Only time will tell, however time is running out." It sounds really exciting. We always have a great time at Farmageddon, so we can't wait to see this new attraction come Halloween. This week, Alton Towers have announced a year of celebrations for their 40th birthday, including several new events such as Oktoberfest. Most intriguing though, in the Scarefest section it says, the UK's favourite event Scarefest returns with award-winning mazes, family entertainment, rides in the dark, and new for 2020, experience the resort's historic gardens in a whole new light. We mentioned this in the week that back in 2006 the park teased the Halloween season with a new event called Midnight in the Garden of Evil, which subsequently got cancelled, and in recent years the park has been criticised for not having enough atmosphere. So we look forward to hearing more about this later in the year. Not quite sure what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be fun. Today we've also seen that Darkfield, the creators of the incredible Seance, Coma and Flight, have a new installation in LA to celebrate the launch of the Invisible Man movie. The Invisible is running this weekend and will include complete darkness, adult themes, horror elements and jump scares. We hope this comes to the UK in time for the movie launch next weekend. Don't forget that Darkfield's little horror festival trip of containers opens at King's Cross next week, so please can we add the Invisible to that lineup? Although they haven't announced their lineup, we now have the full opening dates for Primeval in Norfolk. Following the success of their Extreme Nights in 2019, they are now promising to make all nights extreme, as well as adding more adults-only nights. We were blown away by the ingenuity of some of the attractions in 2019 and highly recommend a trip to this park if you can. It's worth the long drive to Norfolk, we promise you. In London, we're still waiting for details of the seasonal shows at the London Dungeon for 2020. For those who don't know, halfway through the tour there is effectively an empty box that they can slip new shows into when they want to. This room is located between Sweeney Todd and the start of the Jack the Ripper shows. In recent years this has hosted some fun shows with good impact scares such as Seance and Hide and Seek. While we wait for more news on what will be going in there, they have announced their 2020 dates for the Dungeon Lates events, and they are always a good way to experience the show. Over in Europe, we already have the dates announced for Heidi Park and their Halloween event, as well as the awesome Horrorland in Spain. No news on the lineups of either attractions yet, but we can expect, or what we can expect in each attraction, but we will keep updating the What's On section of the main site as we get more dates and announcements. Also in Europe, Le Manoir Maudit in France has announced some out-of-season events throughout the year. We hope to get along to visit this experience soon. Brexit be damned, we will still be visiting Europe. This week saw the announcement of the closure of The Walking Dead The Experience in LA. It's hardly surprising with the drop in viewing figures for the TV series, but it is sad to see any scare attraction close, especially a permanent one at a theme park. At the moment there are still a few other Walking Dead attractions, such as Walking Dead The Ride at Fort Park and 2 walkthrough experiences at Movie Park Germany and Park de Atracciones in Spain. The future of the Fort Park seasonal mazes is currently unknown. Last year saw the semi-outdoor Do or Die and the indoor Living Nightmare, but we have a niggling feeling that at least one of those won't last this season. Hopefully we will have some real news on this soon. Obviously a lot of our focus is around Halloween, but we love to visit and promote scare entertainment all year round, including the theatre. And this week saw the announcement of a new production of A Christmas Carol written by and starring Mark Gatiss. Mark has recently collaborated on the BBC production of Dracula, which, spoiler warning, dragged the Count into the modern day for the last third of the story. Can we expect some kind of twist with this show, or will this be a traditional production? The show will be filled with Dickensian, spine-tingling special effects. Prepare to be frightened and delighted in equal measure as you enter the supernatural Victorian world of A Christmas Carol. Mark Gatiss himself said, A Christmas Carol has been absolutely my favourite story since I was, well, tiny. It's an astonishingly powerful tale of life, love, loss and redemption, and remains supremely relevant. But at its heart is a ghost story, and that will be the core of my new version. A scary, thrilling, joyous adventure to get the blood piping on a freezing winter's night. A Victorian phantasmagoria. The show opens in Nottingham for a limited run before transferring to London for the Christmas season, and we can't wait. So you also know that we love a good escape room, and this week has been no exception. Most of the team have already experienced MacGuffium project in Bournemouth, but Mark and Fran went on this week to see how they would do. Not surprisingly, they loved it and escaped in time. We also went along on Friday night to experience Terror Mall by Adrenaline Escapes in Wigan. The experience is a crossbreed of escape room and zombie scare experience and was a lot of fun. Our full review will be posted soon, but we really enjoyed it given the limitations of the space and for being an out of season experience. We're excited to see what October brings for this event. We also checked out From Beyond by Illusion Escapes, and the review for that is now up on the main site. This room was highly inspired by Stranger Things and had an amazing twist halfway through, which we really don't want to spoil. If you're looking for something unique with great atmosphere, we would highly recommend this room. Finally, while we are talking of reviews, last weekend we visited Yorkshire Scaregrounds and Scream Factory as part of our Valentine's tour of the North East. Those reviews are now all up on the main site, ready for you to read. So that's it. We will sign off now, and please remember to like and subscribe to be notified of our videos as we post them. As we said last week, we lost all our footage from the Valentine's weekend due to an equipment failure, but we have lots more coming soon. Have a great weekend, a great week, and we will be back with another load of scary news next Sunday. All the best.